Most people think power changes who you are. But Nietzsche believes something far darker. Power doesn't change you. It reveals you. And what it reveals is what people spend their entire lives trying to hide. But stay until the end. Because the real power Nietzsche warned us about is not out there. It's inside you. When someone has no power, they look kind. They look moral. They look humble. But is that virtue? Or is it weakness pretending to be virtue? Nietzsche called this the morality of the powerless. Not goodness, but survival. Because when you lack power, you don't choose kindness. You need it. But then something changes. Give the same person power, status, money, control, authority. And slowly, the mask slips. They interrupt more. They listen less. They justify cruelty with logic. This is why Nietzsche said power is dangerous. Not because it corrupts, but because it exposes. Power removes the need to pretend. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't want justice. They want power. So they can decide what justice means. They don't oppose domination. They oppose not being the one in control. This is why revolutions fail. This is why victims become tyrants. Because the will to power doesn't disappear. It just changes hands. Nietzsche wasn't asking you to reject power. He was asking something far more difficult. To look inside and ask yourself one question. If you had absolute power, would you truly be good? Or would you finally be honest? Most people never notice this moment. The moment power arrives, and something inside them feels familiar. That feeling is not corruption. It's recognition. Kindness feels moral, only when it costs nothing. But remove the fear. Remove the consequences. And watch how fast morality starts to negotiate. This is not evil. It's human. Notice how quickly people say, "This is necessary." Or worse, "This is for your own good." Power doesn't create monsters. It gives excuses to what already existed. This is why history feels repetitive. Different flags, different faces, same hunger. The desire to rule, while calling it liberation, no punishment, no consequences. Would you still call yourself good? Or would you finally understand what Nietzsche was really warning us about? People like to believe power changes people. It sounds comforting. It allows us to feel safe. Because if power is the problem, then we are innocent. But that idea is a lie. Power doesn't change who you are. It removes what was stopping you from being yourself. This is why the moment someone gains power, we feel confused. They speak differently. They move differently. They justify things they once condemned. And we ask, what happened to them? But the more honest question is this: what was always there? When people have no power, they often appear moral. They speak about fairness. They praise humility. They condemn dominance. But Nietzsche warned us about this illusion. He believed that much of morality is not born from strength, but from limitation. When you cannot act, you learn to judge. When you cannot dominate, you learn to praise equality. This doesn't mean morality is fake. It means morality is often adaptive. It grows around fear, not freedom. Now imagine this. The same person, same memories, same wounds, but now they have power. No immediate punishment. No one above them. No real fear. Something small but important happens inside them. They stop asking for permission. They stop explaining themselves. For the first time, their desires don't need approval. And that moment feels familiar. Not exciting. Not shocking. Familiar. Because power doesn't create new desires. It gives old ones breathing room. Pay attention to language. Before power, people speak in hopes. I want. I need. I wish. After power, the words harden. I decided. I allowed. I judged. Power changes grammar before it changes behavior. Actions follow language. When someone controls meaning, they no longer ask if something is right. They decide what right means. Most harm is not done by angry people. It is done by calm people, educated people, reasonable people. They don't feel evil. They feel necessary. Cruelty becomes discipline. Silence becomes order. Self-interest becomes strategy. This is why power is dangerous. Not because it creates monsters, but because it creates explanations. And power rarely stands alone. Others adapt to it. They repeat its language. They defend its logic. Not because they agree, but because disagreement is expensive. Slowly, reality bends. What once felt unacceptable starts sounding reasonable. And what once felt wrong starts feeling inevitable. This is why revolutions disappoint. The names change, the flags change, the speeches change, but the hunger remains. The desire to command, while calling it justice. The desire to control, while calling it freedom. Nietzsche never asked us to reject power. He asked something harder. To imagine ourselves with it. No limits. No punishment. No consequences. And then ask one honest question: would I still call myself good? Because the darkest truth is this: it's easy to be moral when you are weak. It's easy to be kind when you have no choice. But power tests what is real. And most people are not prepared for what they discover.